Hello, welcome back to Math Time with Professor Prime, and I am your host, as always, Professor Prime. In math, in education, and in life, it pays to have a bag of tricks, tools to navigate math, tools to navigate teaching, tools to navigate life, tactics, ideas, sometimes antics. And to that, I wanted to take this video and describe some of the things that I do when I'm teaching and when I'm doing math, and and how you can really apply some of those to life. So, if you've been watching some of these videos, even though I've been talking about serious subjects, I myself am not always that serious. And that's to my credit. I feel like I can do serious very well, but no one needs that. So one of my big things is I am ridiculous and over the top, and I've turned it into an effective teaching style, and also a way to deal with life, and also as a way to talk about math in general. I have a sense of wonder about it, and I don't want that lost on people, so I tend to not hold back with it. I tend to lean into it, and that's why I'm sitting here right before you in a lab coat, a custom lab coat. I don't know how well you can see it from there. Maybe, maybe well. It's the official Professor Prime lab coat. Either way, that's why I have stuff like that. And that's why I also have this, which I realize as I'm recording, I turned the sound on by accident. However, that's always fun, right? I'm going to put this away now because it's going to distract me from the rest of the video. But anyway, that's why I have the lab coat. I have this. I find that when you're dealing with math and with life, sometimes it can pay to be a little sillier, because there's going to be a lot of serious stuff out there. But if you take a lighter approach, I feel like it can help. And besides, right, we grow up and feel having a sense of wonder and life instilled into us, and I feel like as we go, sometimes that can systematically get drained from you. It's like you get the whimsy beaten out of you, and that's no fun. And earlier, I talked about having a bag of tricks. Now, this might come as news to people, but I have a bag of tricks. I don't know how well that will show up. I'm trying to get that in there. Professor Prime's infinite bag of tricks. So let's see what we got in there. Because like I talked about the silliness, and I mean you could tell by the bag, it's kind of silly. But there's some things to consider with that, whether you're dealing with math, life, or education. So I might have something. I might have something like an eraser in there, and you can see it's a premium chalkboard eraser. It's actually pretty good. I like it. And that could be useful for if I'm doing board work, right? Or if I'm teaching and, going back and looking over some things. It's good to have a decent eraser at your side because we're all going to make mistakes. None of us are perfect. You want to have a good eraser so you can get rid of some of that bad stuff and go at it with a clean start while remembering what you did before. Well, let's see what else we got. Like, have pencils. That's a thing. Pencils are good. I prefer mechanicals. Some people prefer the old school. Either way, they're good. If I'm writing things down, it's good to be able to do that in a way that I can easily erase. So that's good if I'm not using the board. And again, none of us are perfect. And it's something that, yes, could be useful for math, can be useful for teaching. But also, life. If I need to write down some things, it helps. I don't use pencils as much as I should. And it's clearly because I don't make mistakes. You all have seen some of my videos. Sometimes I do, and I leave it out in the open because I don't want people to think that I'm some sort of android sent from the future to stop some math-related crime. or apocalypse for that matter. Let's keep that going. So I have markers, which are good for the whiteboard, and I have them in a bunch of different colors. You know, black, green, red, brown, orange, blue, purple. I like colors. It's useful to have. Let's see what else we got here. A calculator. I feel like it's a TI-84. I can't remember. I don't know. Let me see. Yes, it's a TI-84 Plus. I accrued that in my journey. A calculator can be a useful tool. It could be good for checking your work. It could be good for simplifying some things. But if you don't know what you're putting in, there's no point to it, right? So you don't want to rely on it completely. But it can be a useful tool. And these days, you know, there's online calculators too. But yeah, so board eraser or wiper fluid, which was like good. What else? I feel like I have a lot of different things in there. A highlighter could be useful if you wanted to like read a textbook, highlight some useful information. I have no shortage of different pens. A gel pen, a fine point pen, one with purple ink, one with red, one that is a ballpoint pen, but it also has a stylus on it, and that could be useful for if I'm writing some things out online. Let's see what else we got here. Stapler. It's green. I like it. It's pretty cool. Also, if you liked calculators, but you wanted to look at something old school, it's an abacus. You don't get much more old school than that. And yes, I have an abacus, because of course I do. It was a gift. My grandfather found it while moving some stuff around and made it a point to give that to me. So I appreciate it. Yeah, abacus. I am having way too much fun. So then there's like other things, right? Like so, once upon a time, I was thinking of ways to, you know, just do some more fun stuff in class. And so my mom came up with the idea to, you know, bring some balls to class and like, you know, throw them to people to, you know, have them answer a question. So I have like an orange one, a yellow one, pink one, a green one, a blue one, and if you give me a second, and more than that, I have a whole bag of those. And the whole thing is like, so I've used them for that, but I've also done lessons that involve like experimental probability and use that as a point to introduce experimental probability and then explain the difference between that and theoretical probability. So what I would do is I'd put them in a box and have people draw them out and see how many times they got certain colors. And then talk about probability after that, and that was fun. And occasionally, I'll get some other kind of balls. Like, I had a friend, she just had this extra ball. She's like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "Sure." It's globe. Well, you know, it's spherical, like our planet. You know, I don't know how up to date this one is, but it's pretty cool. It's also like I think a stress ball too. And there's something else like I got this multicolored ball that I got from an awesome friend, and it bounces. I don't want to bounce it too high because I'm in an apartment right now, but it's awesome. And let's see what else. So I also have this one right here. So here's the thing about this one. The same friend that gave me the sphere, the same one who gave me the glow ball, gave me this. One day, I walked into her office and she's like, I think that this is yours now. And I'm like, okay, why not, right? And so here's the thing. If I can get a Surface, I'm just gonna use my computer. Close. And when I just was like, okay, she hit it on the table, and when it glue, I knew. Glue? When it glowed, I knew it was meant for me. I am easily amused, and I do not regret it, like at all. It's just like it's fun. Glowing ball, yeah. Ah. Ah. I had to do it one more time. um, Also, old school USB stick. You never know when you have to take some data, store that, back it up. You just never know. And here's the other thing in my bag. My cell phone. Why that? Well, in addition to having an actual calculator on there, it allows me to access the fingertips. No, 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 no. It allows me to access the internet at my fingertips. And that is an amazing thing to me. And some of you might actually be watching from your phones, and that's amazing to me. Because one of the things with a phone is, right, it allows you to communicate with people. And with a smartphone, it allows you to extend that. It allows you to find out so much more about the world. And there's a lot of math behind it. We've been there, and we will keep on coming back to that. But yeah, the other thing is you have to have the right attitude when you're approaching math, education, or life. And so the bat that I got and the multicolor ball that I got, it was from a friend. She got that for me when I was going through a rough patch. And also with these words, let's see if we can get those up nice and clear. I am strong, and life will never get me down, because the harder I fall, the higher I bounce. Words to live by. Also, it very much fits with my style. And do we have anything else in there? It looks like the answer is no to that, but the truth is we do. Endless possibility, endless potential. We have our minds to fill in that space with whatever we want. Oh, so I'll have things like this that I bring to class sometimes, or like a certain energy that I bring to the table when I'm doing math or talking about it, and certain energy that I bring to the table when I'm dealing with life. You know, days like today, I feel like that is super clear. And as we move on, as we get closer and closer to summer, as the days get longer and the sun gets brighter, Professor Prime will rise. Onward and upward. To infinity and beyond. This is a fun video. I didn't actually plan that out as much as you would think that I would have, because I just literally thought about it today. But I hope that gives you a window into how I am as a person and as a educator, and just how I am as a mathematician. I have a certain energy about it. And with all that being said, Professor Prime out.